This is a Saturday Morning TV log from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TV log, and this time around it's Fievel'S American Tales, brought to us by Universal Cartoon Studios, Nirvana, and Amblin Entertainment. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Doyle, the Big D to y'all. This, of course, is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So today's Saturday Morning TV log is Fievel'S American Tales, probably one of the few long-lost cartoons of the 90s. The show was produced by Universal, who, of course, released the two films. This came out in 1992, a year after An American Tail, Fievel Goes West came out. This, of course, is a continuation of it. Let's see. As they produce this along with Amblin Entertainment under its Amblimation label and Nirvana. This, of course, I seems I made a slight, which I learned this was the real first series to come out, because I mistakenly mentioned Cadillacs and Dinosaurs was with the first show from that studio to come to CBS. That's, of course, the network that premiered this. Anyway, Philip Glasser, Dom DeLuise, and Kathy Cavadine were the only actors from the previous film to reprise their roles as Fievel, Tanya, and Tiger. Now, of course, the other Mousewitz family members are added as well, but were voiced by different characters. Let's see. Now, of course, the character of Wiley Burp was written off from the show following the respect of James Stewart's retirement. And Tony Toponi was written off as well, following Pat Music's then current parenting of her daughter, Mae Whitman. And that character wouldn't appear until the direct-to-video sequels in the late 1990s. But he only made cameos in Fievel Goes West owing to that respect. Anyway, now the show had a focus on promoting reading, and frequently the solution to an episode's conflict was found by Fievel reading. The character also appeared in public service messages sponsored by the nonprofit Reading is Fundamental. Anyway, now I used to watch this. It came on CBS. It was the first thing that came on, but unfortunately, after seeing all the episodes, my CBS affiliate had the nerve of dropping it, along with The Little Mermaid, which also debuted that same year for the news, which that made me just get upset. So I was forced to have to go to watching ABC or Fox for Saturday morning shows first thing, considering NBC was now going to that TNBC lineup. Anyway, each episode of Fievel'S American Tales is filled with many fun-filled adventures and excitement and all that jazz, just like what you could get from Fievel Goes West itself. And I gotta say, and Fievel sometimes wishes, just gets to be something that his papa wishes he wasn't, like a hero, like the Lonesome Ranger, take on the Lone Ranger. And the character Miss Kitty from Fievel Goes West actually makes an appearance as well in the series. Oh, there's just so much, and there's some old and some new characters added. Now, of course, our characters include Fievel Mousewitz, who's always looking for adventures. His big sister Tanya, who of course has dreams of being a great singer. Then, of course, there's the youngest of the group, the baby sister, Yasha, and Papa Mousewitz, who, of course, is still being famous for making violins, who always gives his family wise advice. Now, of course, his real name's Bernard, and we get to meet his sister, Sophie, in one episode, and Sophie's visit, who was unfortunately wiped away from the direct-to-video sequels. and Mama Mousewitz as well. Always trying to be strict, practical, and being a realistic homemaker who tries to keep her family safe from the bad guys. Tiger's in this as well. And of course, we have the main antagonists of Fievel Goes West, Cat Arwal, and Tiarchula, his partner. Plus, we do have another nemesis in this in the form of Sweet William, an evil outlaw cat. Plus, his two goons, Slim and Felonious. Yep. There's other characters, including, let's see, Mr. J.M. Schimmel, a prairie dog who owns a general store, a mouse-sized general store that is, in Green River. And, oh boy. There's Jack, one of Fievel's schoolmates from Australia, and Jorge, another one, and Sidney Schimmel. That's, of course, Mr. Schimmel's son, who is a spoiled classmate. Plus a lot of other characters. Oh yeah, and there's also, his Fievel's teacher, Mr. Ironside. And there's lots of other characters as well. I'm just glad that this show is so, I feel like this show's very underrated, and it's pretty nice though. And for years, it was never seen again after it was dropped. After one season with 13 episodes produced and aired, the show ended. But however, the following year, for the next couple years, MCA Universal Home Video released the series on video cassette and 2 Laserdisc volumes. Now, the video cassettes were 6, but unfortunately they excluded 1 episode. Yeah, and these have never been released on DVD, and they have, let's see, and some of these were also released on video in the UK. Episodes have also been, but they have been released on DVD, but in France, Germany, and Italy. But of course, the show has never been seen again until last year in 2020. The show actually returned, and it's now currently streaming on Peacock. And don't worry, it's free. It's a free show, so you can see Fievel's American Tales for free on Peacock. All 13 episodes are available. I just finished watching the series. Since despite Peacock does not have any of the American Tail franchise flicks available, not even the first one, or Fievel Goes West. Well, maybe they'll get them eventually down the road. But anyway, I really did have some fun revisiting this show. And still, it had most of the great characters. Anyway, now our voice acting cast includes Philip Glasser once again returns as Fievel. Kathy Cavadini reprising her role as Tanya, which she did for Fievel Goes West, is back. And also, she does the vocal effects for Yasha. And Dom DeLuise once again does the role of Tiger. Voicing Papa Mousewitz is Lloyd Batista, not Bautista. I didn't want you to get him confused for Dave Bautista. So, it's Batista. It's spelled Battista, okay? So, don't bother trying to, Voicing Mama Mousewitz is Susan Sillo, who I know her best for voicing Sue, the ghost monster from Hanna-Barbera's Pac-Man cartoon, which I'll talk about that next year. And, of course, she'd go on to voice Wuya in Shaolin Showdown. Let's see. Now, of course, the roles of Caterwall and Tiarchula were changed. Now, John Cleese was briefly considered to reprise his role for Caterwall, but it went to Garrett Graham, who was best known for being in various movies and also appearing in cult classic horror flicks like Child's Play 2 and Chopping Mall. Yeah, that's right, you heard me correctly. Yes, the guy who played Mr. Simpson in Child's Play 2 is the voice of Caterwall in this series. Voicing Tiarchula is Dan Castellaneta, who of course was best known for voicing Australian Homer Simpson. And of course he recently voiced Doc Brown in the animated Back to the Future series for Universal. And of course, also the same year, he also voiced Megavolt in Disney's Darkwing Duck. And he voiced several other characters as now. Castellan also voiced Mr. Schimmel, Slim, and Felonious as well. Voicing Sweet William is the late great Kenneth Mars, who I'm pretty sure I know who that is. Yep, of course, he's done several movies and what have you. Let me see here. I'm trying to. Yes, and of course he. And of course, he also voiced King Triton in The Little Mermaid. Not the TV show that came out the same year. Somebody else did the voice. From the looks of it, let me check. No, wait, take that back. My mistake. He did return as King Triton for the Little Mermaid series. Oops, my mistake. Oh. There's lots of other voice actors in this, and I gotta say, it's pretty good. Now, if you're into An American Tail, or if you liked Fievel Goes West, I would recommend you give this show a try. There are some episodes on YouTube as well. I did some checking. There is some episodes on YouTube, but I'm not sure if it's all of them. If you want the complete series, go to Peacock and check it out. Look up Fievel's American Tales, and you should have no trouble. I think your kids might want to check this out as well. It's very good. It's not too bad. I wish it could have lasted a little longer, but it didn't. Oh well. So anyway, it still has that good Western feel like Fievel Goes West did. So anyway, that's all I'm going to tell you about the show. So, have you seen Fievel's American Tales yet? Or did you ever watch this when you were a kid? Let me know what you think of the show in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Okay, now if you like this video, you might want to consider checking out my reviews for the two American Tail movies. In the upper left-hand corner is my review for An American Tail, which celebrated its 35th anniversary not so long ago last month. The upper right-hand corner is the review I did for An American Tail Fievel Goes West, which turned 30 not so long ago last month. Or if you want something else, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see last week's Saturday Morning TVLog in the Kids Superpower Hour with Shazam from 1981. And the bottom right-hand corner is a button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TVLogs, then I'm your guy. And stay tuned for my spoiler-free review of Spider-Man No Way Home coming up later tonight. So thank you for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TVLog is The Bugaloos. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.